Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will cover map. Let's take a look at what is a map. If we want to have an requirement which need to hold the key value pairs, you can use map. And you can also use object because object is actually a key value pair, right? And map can do the same thing, but they do have difference. I will cover in the later. So map can hold key value pairs and it remember the original insertion order of the keys. So when we do a loop, okay, you will see the order of the key and values gonna be the same as we insert inside. And second here is any value. Both objects and primitive values can be used as key. This is very important because values, object values can also be any type, right? And a key in the object, we will also cover later, can only be string. But for the map, you can use primitive values, you can use object as a key, okay? Now let's take a look at the methods how to use a map. First, create a map. You can use a new map to create, and if you want to store values, key value pair into the map using set, and if we want to get a particular value, it will give what? It will give you use a get, okay? If you want to check if a key exists inside map or not, you can use a has. If you want to remove a pair, you can use delete. And clear is to remove everything, and the size will return the current element count, which is total key value pairs held by the map. And we can use this one when we do loop, right? Now let me show you examples, okay? We will create from scratch. This one is a map. HTML map demo.html. I will use this one. HTML5, and here I will do open console to see result, okay? And then I will do here have a script. And then how to create a map, use map const. Let me how about let use states, how about like that, equals new map, okay? And we will put states and give a set, okay? We give what's thing IA. I live in Iowa, that's why I use IA, okay? This one states dot set, and let's use another one CA, okay, which is the two letters assemble, okay? California, okay? And I don't know others. What others? Set. What others? I don't know others. Oh, Texas. I lived in Texas before. So let's Texas, okay? And let's just give 3, okay? So now we have 3. We can do is take a look at the stats, okay, and see what's going to be printed. You will see a map. Here, let me open the console to you guys, and I can do like this way. Okay? Hold and to the left. For the right, I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to do like this way, and the console, and you will see it's a map, okay? And have key value pairs, and 0, 1, 2, 3, and have IA is Iowa, CA is California, Texas is Texas, okay? Now, if I want to get a particular one, you can use what thing? You can use states dot get. Suppose I want to get IA, and IA is a key. These are the key, okay? And those are the values. And in this case, you will get Iowa. You will see get Iowa. If I want to get a Texas, you know how to do it. States dot get Texas TX, okay? Then he will give us Texas. Texas. Okay, and if we want to check if let's take a look at it. If I don't this one in our map states map, I don't have anything called ABC, right? We don't have. It should give us undefined. We'll have undefined. Okay, and better when we do loop is we can use this one, states dot has. Okay, it will check if this key exists and Texas exists, then it will give true. But if I give ABC here, ABC doesn't exist, it will give us false. It means doesn't exist. Now, if you want to delete particular one, you have to use states dot delete. Okay, if you want to remove particular one, I want to remove CA. Okay, and after that, I will console log states again. Now take a look at has this one is a false. Okay, let's take a look at it. Okay, this one is states, this one is Iowa, this one is Texas, this one undefined, this one is false, and this one give deleted. If it's deleted, it will give a true or false. Okay, so it's true, we mean deleted. Okay, and the states here now you see only has two, like IA and Texas. I don't have CA. Suppose I delete ABC, it should give, it doesn't have, right? Doesn't have, it will give us a false because doesn't have. Okay, so it means deleted a false. Okay, so like I will delete, change it to this one, delete, right? If we remove everything, we can remove like states dot clear, and what's the return the value of clear? Return void, doesn't return anything. And after that, we have in the states it shouldn't have any key value pairs. See here, after this size is 0, doesn't have anything. The map here is 0. Okay, and if we want to check the size, it has one more, right? Size, we can check the size. Okay, size, in this case our size should be 0, right? Size, this one should be 0, but if I put this one here, size here, it should give us 2, right? Because I deleted the Texas here. Okay, it's 2 and this one is 0. Okay, this size. So that's a basic usage of a map. If you want to insert something, use the set. Okay, if you want to retrieve values, use the get. Okay, if you want to check any attribute, any key value pair, any key is existing in the map, use the has. If you want to remove a particular pair, you have to remove based on key, right? Use delete, and we have a size, and that's it. This is how we use that. And the next slides I want to cover is about iteration on the map. To loop the map, it has 3 methods. One is you get all the keys, and then you can loop it. This one, map.keys, it will give you all the keys. Then you can use the get method. You can also if you only want to get the values, you can use map.values. You can get the values. You can also use map.entries. Okay, it will give an entry which has a key value pair, and you can use this one. It is used by default for off. Let me show you how are they being used. Okay, now how to do a loop. I will have a console log support have a separation here. Then I will have a loop. The first case is to use map.keys. Okay, and we can get is a for late what's the we can do is late keys. Okay, of map.keys states.keys. It's a property or it's a method? It's a method, yes. And now we can console log and the key, each key, and we can get is the value. Let's using template, this one, key. Okay, use this one key and the value, and use how can we get a value? We use states.get, and we pass a key here. In this case, we can get the value. Okay, now let's take a look at. Refresh and because I cleared here, right? I cleared here. After I cleared, there's nothing inside, so it cannot. So I will do is, how about we do another map? Let's do another map. Okay, I don't want to comment those others. Const. How about we give students? Okay, students map equals new map. And we can do yes, we give students map dot set. Okay, and we give the student ID here. Yes, here just now we use string as the what's thing key. Now I use the numbers. Okay, 101 is student like John. Okay, and then we have student map dot set and 102, and which is Miss Xing, it's me, and the students map dot set and 103. Okay, I will give Edward. Okay, and let's add one more, student map dot set and 104. Okay, 5. Okay, Ari, my daughter's name. And now let's take a look at here. I use the students map. Okay, and here now let's go ahead. Here use key, not the keys. Okay, because here I use keys, and here when I console log I use key here. So here now you see the key and 1001, 102, 103, 105. Okay, the value is not a states. I'll have to use student map, and then I refresh, and you will see value John, Miss Xing, Edward, and Irene. So this is one way. Use the student's key. Okay, and you can also do, because here in the slides they say all of them are returned iterable. Because if they're iterable, then we can do what? We can use for of, right? So now let's take a look at the next one, which is for here. The second one is value. If you only want to get a value, no need for the keys. You can use the values, which is a student map, which is what? Students map dot values. Okay, now we can use console log, and you cannot get a key now because you directly get the values, so you can only get the value. Okay, value, and here we give a value. You can only from a key to get a value. You can only from value to get a key. Okay, so here only display the values. And the last one is you can use let entry of students map dot entries. Okay, and then in this entry it will have a key value pair. Let's first I'll give console log this entry to you. Okay, entry, let me show you the entry. The entry will have a key value pair, which is an array inside. So if you want to get a key, you have to do like this way. Okay, so suppose we want to get the key, you have to do like this way because it's given array. So 0 is the key, and if we're going to get the value, and we have to use which is entry dot 1. Okay, now in this case we can get a key value pair. So here you will get a key value pair because this entry will give you an array. So that's 3 ways. Let me try another one. Okay, let me try another one, which is use for of directory, because here it says it's used by default or for of. So let's do a for of here again. Okay, for let pair. Okay, of students map dot student map. Let's see. Okay, and CLG pair. Let's take a look at if it's correctly. If I guess correctly, this pair gonna be the same as the entry. Okay, now let's take a look at, see here, the same as the entry, okay, which is a key value pair. And if you want to get each one, you can do the same thing as this one, like which is like this one, console log pair 0, and which is a key, and you can pair 1 is the value, and you will see also get a key value pair here. Okay, so here I show you guys 4 ways to do a loop. Either use keys, if you want to use keys. From a keys you can get the values too, okay, and if you only want to get a values only, you can use student map.values. And if you want to get a key value pair, you can use entry, and it will give you an array. The first element is a key, the second element is array. And if you directly use the for of, the same as the entries. Okay, so that's how we do iteration of the maps. Okay, now let's take a look at the last slides I want to cover about map. Is the difference between map and object. And as we know, object is also key value pair. Okay, and so what's before that I want to talk before the difference I want to say is, first, map is an object. Okay, and object, there's no data type called a map, right? We only have 8 data type. Map is an object, array is an object, and object is also key value pair. And because the property is kind of like key and the value is any type, right? But they do have difference. The difference is this way. JavaScript object keys cannot be number, boolean, none, or undefined type values. It cannot. Object keys can only be strings. But a map, the keys can be anything. The keys can be numbers. The keys can be objects. Okay, but the object keys can only be strings. And even though a developer can use other data type to set an object key, JavaScript will automatically convert keys to a string as a value. Let me show you what it means. So first, we just show you guys the map can be the the key can be numbers, right? And in the map, the key can also become, the object can also become a key. Let me show you one, okay? Let's suppose this one I set this one like ID, okay? Yes, ID is 106, okay? And name is Willow, okay? And now we can loop, and you will see here it has object, because here is when I convert into when I console log, this key will become a string. Okay, it will convert to be a string, and so this key is an object converted to a string. It will print this one because it only to string being implemented. But you can see from here, this pair 0 and this pair 0 here. You will see here, this one is an object being printed. Okay, so object can be a key. But if I use object only, okay, so here let's talk about difference. Suppose I have an object, okay, this object is empty, and the first one is I'll show you. Suppose not empty, let me use, suppose I give like a 1, okay, hi, and you probably think, okay, this object I use 1, which is a number, as a property name here, okay, but actually this 1 behind the thing, JavaScript will convert this 1 into a string. Let's take a look at it, okay, console log obj, and it will have a quotes here. Let's refresh. See, oh, this one kind of have. How can I show you? It has a quotes here. It actually have a quote. Let me see. Okay, object type of object. I cannot do like this way, because here doesn't show this one is one. I have to use another methods. Why here doesn't show? What I did here is show is have a course there, you know. J.key. How can I demo to you guys? Because I want to do is like a type of. If I use a type of object, here I must give a quotes. Oh, we can do like this way. How to prove it's an here it's not a number. It's gonna become it will convert it into a string. Okay, what I just saw it one way. Oh, like this way. Okay, obj. Like suppose, take a look at it here. When I pass into this object, I pass a string value, right? String value, if this one is not a string, I shouldn't get a high. But in this case, see here, I can get a high. That means behind things, I must have a key, which is string value 1. And if I give 1 like this way, here we can still get, okay. So how can I prove to you guys? Because obj.keys how can I prove? This one I cannot show you. Oh, there's another way. Let me show you guys. Okay, so if this one is a number, now I give another one like this one. 1 equals hello. So number and this if this one is a number and this one I give you the string, right? And if they are if this one is a number and this one other is a string, so in the object I should see two property. One is 1, the other one should be string 1. So I will see hi and hello both existing in the object, right? But now if I do like this way, obj, we should only see we should only see 1, which is hello, because it's going to overwrite. See here, we only see hello. The reason because behind the thing, this 1 number, it will convert into a string, okay? I think this one you can you should be understand. What I'm doing here is here if it's a 1 and now I assign another one property name is a string type. So if this one is a number, okay, we should see two properties inside this object. But now we only see 1 because behind the thing for all the numbers you see here, you're gonna convert it into a string 1. So you only has one copy, which is a string 1 as a property name there. And so you only say hello. This one is not obvious. I will show you another one. And now let's do is use suppose I have another one, which is person, okay? Equals, okay, here name is John. Here I do a person is John. And now I will do like this way. Obj, okay, person equals okay, like this way, okay. And now if I print, okay, you should see some surprise here. It's no longer person. If what thing? Because here I use an object as a key passed here. Okay, I use an object passed here. Okay, and then I expect here should be name and John, but now you see it's object because behind the thing, JavaScript will convert this person into into a string, and by default, any object convert into a string, it will use object string unless you override. Okay, if not, default one is this one. Okay, unless you override like too primitive, then it's gonna be changed. Okay, and the other one, suppose here have another one, const person2. Let me add another one. Const person2 equals, let me use like a point. Okay, equals like this way. X is 1, Y is 2. Okay, now I use object and a point and equals q. Okay, so here the person and the point, you can see their values are totally different. But when I print object, you will only see one, which is object, and q. Because all of them, no matter is this person, John, or this point, they're gonna convert into what? Into object, string, the default one. And since it convert to be the same object, this string, so eventually you only have one copy. So here, take a look at, see here, I only have hello and object, q. That's a problem, okay? That's the default behavior of the object, because object only accept string as a property key, okay? But for the map, it's gonna be different. Suppose here I use a map, okay? Let me create a map here. Const map, okay, equals new map. Now I will use map.set 1. 1 is I use height, right? Height, and I will use map.set. We use the same demo, okay? String 1, and here is hello, okay? And now I use map.set, and here I use what? Person, and here use ha. Okay, and the last one is what? Map.set is what? Point. And what's it? Oh, okay, like this. Now let's print a map, okay? And CLG map, and you will see of them. Okay, you will see the map has 4. They differentiate the what's the thing? The number 1 and the string 1, and they differentiate the key object, okay, being the key. But for the object itself, it doesn't differentiate. If you want to have both of them inside, you have to implement the symbol.toPrimitive. Let me show you. Okay, I explained this one in the before. There's a method called symbol.toPrimitive. Okay, this is a function, and here I will return this dot name. Okay, did I make any mistake here? Okay, do I need to have a quote? Let me add a quote. Not sure. Okay, got it. No need quote. So now this one, if I do, yes, I have to add another one, which is symbol.toPrimitive. Okay, this one I have to add another one, symbol.toPrimitive, and here I give a function, and I can use this one, this .x let me use a string. Okay, this .x this .y. Okay, I do like this way. Now previously you only see this object only has object, right? And this one point and person are the same. But now if I do like this way, you're gonna have 3. See here, 1 hello and John, and 1 and 2 is Q, because here I use a comma here. Suppose I use this one, add a bracket here. Okay, and you will see more clear. Now you can see hello John and 1 2 Q. The reason is because when JavaScript convert an object into string, okay, by default it will search if you have a symbol that too primitive, and if not, it will either call value of, or either there's another method I forgot. Okay, anyway, value of or toString or value of, okay, and otherwise it's gonna be use the 41 to, in this case the toString gonna be return object. But now if I overwrite this symbol to primitive, that's why they're different. That's why here in the object now you have 3 properties, key value pairs. Okay, so that's a difference between. First difference between object and the map. Okay, JavaScript object, the property, the keys can only be string, but the map can be anything. Okay, this is the first part. And setting object properties also works for the map, because what? Because map is object, so you can, using the original ways which you set properties for object, also set properties for the map. But it's not a good idea. The way setting a property does not interact with a map data structure. It just uses the generic object feature, which is this way. Okay, this way we not use a set to add the key value pair into the map, and we use the object way, which is this way, right? And in this way, it's not good because it does not interact with the map data structure. Let me show you what it is. Okay. So here I will add another separator. I will add another separator here, and suppose you use a map in a wrong way. Okay, how you do? Because map is an object, you do like this way. Okay, something greeting. Okay, equals hi. Okay, and wrong map, and I will do bala ba la ba bala. Okay, equals something. Okay, I had now if I print the map. Okay, let's take a look at it here. When you print map, you will see here is map is 0. But you do have the properties being added. The reason is why? The reason is because a map is an object. And since it's an object, you can use object syntax to use a map. But it's not deal with any map data structure. You can see the size here is 0. When we use the console log, the wrong map dot size, you will see 0. And later on, I will do a, you will see here 0. And if we do a loop for let pair of wrong map, okay, let's take a look at this pair. Okay, let's take a look at this pair. You will see here nothing. Okay, nothing being printed. See here, this pair, this one, you will see nothing being printed. The reason is when we use the let pair of wrong map, it actually call this one .entries. It actually call this one, but we are not use set to add anything to the map. The size is 0. And that's why here when we loop it, it doesn't give you anything. Using this way, you are only deal map as a regular JavaScript object. You are not dealing with a map data structure. Okay, so don't do this one. Okay, this one is wrong. I put it here just to show you this is a wrong way. Okay, so that's it for all the features I want to cover the map. Okay, so I'm done. Thank you for watching my videos. See you next time. Bye bye.